Most of us grow up believing that confidence comes from knowing how smart we are, how capable we are, how talented and experienced we are. We are taught that if we can just remind ourselves of our strengths, our intelligence, and our achievements, then fear will disappear and courage will appear. But in real life, something very strange often happens. The more we try to protect our dignity, the more fragile we become. And the more fragile we become, the more we avoid the very situations that could actually make our lives meaningful. There is a kind of underconfidence that doesn't come from thinking we are worthless, but from thinking we must always look impressive. When we grow too attached to our image, every new situation becomes dangerous. A new city feels threatening because we might look ignorant. A new relationship feels risky because we might look needy. A new opportunity at work feels terrifying because we might be exposed as not good enough. So we stay quiet, we stay small, and we stay safe, but we also stay stuck. We don't ask for directions because we don't want to look foolish. We don't express attraction because we don't want to be rejected. We don't apply for better jobs because we don't want to be humiliated. We don't try, not because we don't want to succeed, but because we are afraid of how we will look if we fail. This fear of embarrassment slowly becomes the invisible prison of our lives. At the heart of this problem is a deep misunderstanding about what it means to be a normal human being. We secretly believe that confident people have somehow escaped embarrassment, that at a certain age or level of success, it becomes possible to live without being awkward, clumsy, needy, or ridiculous. But history, psychology, and everyday life tell a very different story. One of the most beautiful reminders of this truth comes from the philosopher Erasmus in his book In Praise of Folly. Erasmus was one of the most intelligent and respected thinkers of his time. Yet he openly admitted that he was foolish, anxious, irrational, and emotionally messy. He described how he made mistakes, felt insecure, and acted awkwardly in social situations. And instead of being ashamed of this, he found it liberating, because it meant he was human. The same message appears in the paintings of Pieter Bruegel. His famous work, The Dutch Proverbs, shows a world full of people doing ridiculous things, throwing money into rivers, bumping into walls, hurting themselves through their own confusion. And the point is not that some people are foolish, but that everyone is. It is a portrait of human nature itself. We are all strange, irrational, emotional creatures trying our best. This leads to a powerful psychological truth. Real confidence is not built by convincing yourself that you are flawless. It is built by accepting that you are flawed and daring to live anyway. When you accept that being foolish is unavoidable, embarrassment loses its power. Rejection becomes survivable. Mistakes become part of the journey rather than proof of your inadequacy. When you walk into the world knowing you will sometimes look awkward, say the wrong thing, love the wrong person, or fail at something important, you are no longer shocked when it happens. You expected it. You planned for it. And because of that, you are free to try. You can ask someone out, knowing they might say no. You can speak up in a meeting, knowing you might sound silly. You can travel, apply, create, and express yourself, knowing you will not always succeed. And every so often, something incredible happens. Someone says yes. A door opens. A connection forms. A dream begins. The secret to emotional freedom, self-confidence, and personal growth is not self-importance. It is self-acceptance. It is the quiet, courageous decision to tell yourself, I am imperfect, I am sometimes ridiculous, and I am still worthy of love, success, and belonging. So maybe the ritual of confidence should not be standing in front of the mirror telling yourself how amazing you are. Maybe it should be gently reminding yourself that you are a beautifully flawed human being, and that one more awkward moment will not destroy you. It will only prove that you are alive. And that is where real confidence begins.